Science 1.1, Alba 0.8.
What are we doing here? What are we actually doing here? Well, the title and thumbnail should be pretty explanatory. After 3 months, we are actually back on F1 24, but not as you know it. Today, we are racing F1 25 cars on the old game. So, let's check it out. This is for you guys who don't have the new game and still have 24. If you want to play 25 and have PC, there's a mod that brings the new cars to the old game. So let's check it out. Now let's quickly scroll to Grand Prix mode and let's have a browse and see if this is working as planned. Now we're going to race at Portimao because why not? We don't have this track in the new game. It's a bit of a crossover that we're not going to get. So we get to drive the new cars on old turf. So the Portuguese Grand Prix on the agenda today, and here we go. We have the actual 2025 cars in 2024, which is really awesome. So for this one, who will I drive as? I'm not too fussy. Obviously McLaren are the best, so we'll go for McLaren and start from the back. Now, I believe the suits, I'm not sure if they're current or 24. To be fair, from the eye test, I can't tell, but we're going to race as Oscar Piastri in this one. We'll go for assist off. We'll go for maximum AI. Even if we don't win, I want to have a little bit of fun. And we are going to go for just a 25% race. And I'll do a one-shot quality to basically retire and start from the back. No practice. I want to hop straight in and see what the handling model, the physics are like of this game. I will start clear. I don't want any rain. And I'll do strict corner cutting limits because why not? We'll dash in a safety car for fun. Why not as well? I'm down for that. And maybe red flags. Bit of fun. I'll leave the formation lap off. Don't really care for it too much. And then obviously flashbacks. I'll run just in case. Damage I'll put on sim because that's how we do it. Fuel mode on hard. And that should be everything.
Practice is over, qualifying awaits. Welcome to Portugal and Portimao, where it is time to see who takes pole position.
It's quite funny how it said Portuguese Grand Prix of 2021 in the loading credit there. Now, I want to show you actually, we still have, of course, all of our setups, of course, from the game. I mean, it's only literally 3 months ago, so it's still quite fresh. So I am going to put on one of my big sweat ups, and I'm going to do my one-shot quali lap, and that's going to be the only lap I'll do of practice and learning. We'll retire and jump into the race. Right, here we go then. On track, setup on. Let's see how this works. We're going to get underway here for this one-shot quali as we, of course, are running. Wow, I forget about the HUD. Oh, that's the wrong button. The controls are different. Oh my god, the handling actually is surprisingly different. It's so sharp on the nose. Oh my god. It's so sharp on the nose. I can't remember what my battery is. I guess we'll have to look at the controls at some point. Just feels like there's a ridiculous amount of grip. The front is just so quick. Where is my overtake? There it is. I found the overtake. Good stuff. Better make use of this lap because it's the only one we're going to get. It's absolutely shocking how bad the lap is. Right. So we're P20. Lando's on pole. So that pretty much says it all. Oh my god, it's so quick. The car brakes and stops so fast. To be fair, only a second off Norris isn't terrible. Even though it's been an absolutely shocking lap. The field's actually quite tight. What's going on? Oh my god, it's such a nervous driving style. Obviously, we are running quite an extreme setup. I'm running an SRC eSport setup. But there we go. Didn't have to retire because I was last anyway. So, cool. I guess we now see the results and see exactly what the gaps were. I will say, it may not come across in the video, but graphically, F1 25 has taken a much bigger step than what we give it credit for. This game doesn't look that great. Right, Lando's on pole, 1:16.1, and we finished last, 1:17.6, so 1.5 seconds off. So we more or less lost half a second per sector. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Right, let's get into the race. 25%, we should get stronger as the race goes on, so hopefully by the end we can get a decent result.
Welcome along then to race day at what we hope will be another thrilling Formula One Grand Prix.
So Portimao features 15 turns over the course of its 2.9 mile length. 9 are right-handers, while 6 are to the left. This is a track with a lot of uphill action, which only accentuates the importance of getting those exits right, especially at turn 4, where a good line can present opportunities to pass on the way into turn 5. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Leclerc, Sainz, Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Russell, Perez, Stroll, Ricciardo, Gasly, Ocon, Tsunoda, Magnussen, Hülkenberg, Albon, Bottas, Zhou, Sargent, and Oscar Piastri. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. Welcome to the commentary box and welcome to Naomi Schiff. I'm Alex Jakes. Naomi, this is going to be interesting. Now, those final hours before a race, did you have a routine?
Well, every driver certainly has their own way of preparing themselves before a race. But I can tell you that pre-race rituals are a real thing. When I was in go-karting, I used to touch every wheel in a specific sequence before I got into the kart. And then I stepped up to cars and had a specific set of fireproof base layers just for race day. So watch the drivers when they're on the grid. Some may be sitting on the floor and isolating, others may be up to other things that they do. But these little things really help their minds get ready for the race.
What's happened to my car? Okay. The car is actually there. So the car does actually work. We have this, but bear with, it is working. So that aside, let's talk about a few things. Number one, I mentioned before, graphically it looks outdated. And to be fair, I am running low graphics. But this game had to run low graphics because it was really badly optimized, which is one thing F1 25 has massively improved on. Now, let's talk about the race and the strategy. Now, obviously, it's looking like I might actually obey this and start on softs. Potentially undercut a bit earlier and get that medium on ASAP. Undercut and try and get up in the field. We know the hard tyre is not the way to go. So let's get to it. I have no idea what fuel to run. I'll go 1.5 and hope that's about right. So I want to get straight in, waste no time, and hopefully it's fun. No formation lap, so we're jumping in from the get-go. Right, here we go then. Guys, like the video, subscribe, and let's get to it. Well, we're off. Not the best start you're ever going to see, but not the worst. Oh my god, some cars are partly semi-loading, it seems. I'm trying to find my buttons and my controls here so I can get on the controls and override the battery modes. I just can't believe how front heavy this game was. Like, we drove this for a full year. Right, we've got the Saubers. That's one thing that won't change. The driver lineups. Obviously the cars are here, but the drivers are not. So it's a bit of an alternate universe. Seeing the likes of Bottas, Zhou, Magnussen, Ricciardo. Literally the 4 drivers that we're sandwiched between right now are all here and not actually in F1 anymore, which is insane. Although it seems like we may be seeing Bottas back soon. Right, so that seems to be a little small bug, is that the cars don't render, at least not from a certain distance, but that is about it. Everything else seems to have gone okay so far, so we get an early warning for track limits. I also appreciate the HUD in F1 25 being up in the corners by default, not brought into the center of the screen like it is here, because sometimes it does impair visibility. Right, on the battery. Let's try and get some moves done. We'll just leave it in hot lap mode, which is actually usable in this game.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
Hello, Magnussen, Ricciardo. Who's going to blink? Oh, it's Magnussen who backs out and blinks first. Not going to waste any time. Just going to go straight through and say thank you very much. Right, already getting used to the handling again now. Let's close in on Ricky Boy here. Rick Bobby. Whoa! Hey. Easy does it. Not sure if there's maybe a graphic setting that would improve, you know, because my graphics are set to low. Maybe if I bump them up, maybe we'd see a few more cars, but it is weird seeing like Ricardo in a, well, I'll say a V-carb, in this version of the V-carb, the all-white version. It really is a bit of a weird experience. Anyway, we'll try and get by. How the hell can you save that? Like, that's insane, the fact that I was able to get away with that. You would not save that in F125. That's where the handling has really changed. Anyway, I'm going to try and get this move. Ricardo does have DRS. I'm going to commit everything here to try and go through. And just use the front end grip to just swing it around the outside. And now we encounter Hulkenberg in a Haas. Like, what is that? How am I saving that? It makes no sense. Uh-oh. That's number 2. Same corner. I've just got to take a wider line, basically. And not do that. And not get caught out by that. I do want to know, guys, comment down below. Is there anything you miss from this game? Like, I low-key do miss the HUD a little bit. I do actually... The HUD on 25 is growing on me. I like how small and efficient it is for space, but there's something about the more traditional, wider displayed ones which just feel right. In the meantime, we've dropped Ricardo, and we're now closing in on Hulkenberg. No dirty air here like an F125, so we can really try and get stuck in. I'm going to go for it, on the inside. Wasting no time, Hulkenberg's still there, we'll leave a bit of room. But we go through to P12, pretty big gap forming just ahead here. So I want to try and get these next 3 cars and move up the order. Oh my god, that penalty was so close. Just from running out of bounds off the track there. The car is still fighting me like crazy. Maybe I'm being too throttle heavy. I keep pressing the wrong button for the ERS and I'm missing DRS because of it. Didn't get it on the snow there because I pressed the wrong freaking button. Right, already looking at...
Approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
Already looking at the pit stop. That's what I was going to say. Ideally, I pass these 3 on track and then I probably box to try and get in the mix with the cars ahead, or maybe even pass them. So let's see. I'm not really making a scratch in terms of straight line speed, but I do think if we can just get these 3, we box and undercut the lead group, that would be ideal. We need to start making some moves here. It's Perez who leads this little 3-car group. The car that he would have been driving, the 2025 Red Bull, of course. So much has happened, but, you know, Checo wasn't gone that long. You know, as an F1 driver, he was, up until recently, still part of F1, which is insane. It feels like such a long time ago already. Right, we're going to get Tsunoda there. Nice pass. And now we can start to knock on Gasly's door, and also at the same time, Checo. Right, let's see if we can try and make Perez a bit uncomfortable here. Do I dump everything? Do I commit to this? Why not?
Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap.
That's it, making these 2 burn their batteries. Oh yes, look at that. That was textbook. That went even better than planned. Still been able to make the AI dance for me in F124 after not being on this game for ages. Pierre's coming back for more here, so we'll have to just defend a little bit. But there we go, we've got that pass crucially. Now we'll just probably box this lap and hopefully undercut some of the cars ahead. So this is going to be a critical in lap followed by a critical out lap. Let's not get another warning, that's all I'm looking out for here. Right, I'm not going to use any battery. We are actually okay for fuel, so we've got that right. In come a few cars. Right, do not speed, it's a very early pit entry. Now, what button is it to hit my marks? I'm going to guess it's the same as the battery. So, there we go, lovely stuff. We need a good stop now. Onto mediums. Oh my god, we just got held so long. That's going to kill us. Did we get jumped back? No, we didn't. Luckily, we haven't lost anything in the pits, but my God, we lost so much time there.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Got no traffic, but this is a critical lap now to undercut those who stayed out, so we have to push. Right, the remaining cars are in. Let's see if we still have that position. We've lost a bit of time.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now.
Yep.
Keep taking care of them.
We'll get Hulkenberg, and we're going to get the run on Checo. We've lost out to Sonoda. So that pit stop phase really hurt us. Maybe the overcut was the play and go an extra lap. But then to be fair, Norris would have boxed and moved out to a double stack, so didn't quite work out really. Right, we should be able to get Yuki here. We'll have the RS. I don't have a ton of battery. I used basically all of it on the run up to the straight. Just got to force some defensive so we can sweep around the outside. That's Portimao 101, turn 1. There we go. Right then, P9. I think this might be all she wrote, to be honest, unless the car's head starts to scrap. 24's AI aren't as good at wheel-to-wheel combat as 25, so you never know. Bit of time loss here and there, wouldn't go to miss, but right now, I don't think I've got much more pace than the top teams, the top guys, so we're going to need something special to try and close this gap. It's a personal best, no fastest lap, so we don't have that sort of pace, but it will do. Right, we've managed to drop Sonoda, so we're on our own now. So we're just really depending on the three ahead. Alonso, Stroll, Hamilton to scrap and lose a bit of time. We're getting closer now. Finally, making some progress. I'm starting to get more and more comfortable, of course, every single lap that goes by. So maybe, at this rate, we might just arrive in time to try something on the last couple of laps here. You never know. It does feel like there's no jeopardy in this F1 game. Like you can just slam the car, throw the car around, do anything with it. Your tyres are not going to overheat, you're not going to lose the car. It feels like it's impossible to spin the car. We match our PB pretty much, so we're flying right now and doing the best we can. I think we might catch him, I really do, but I've got to keep at it and stay locked in. I can't make any mistakes. Every corner matters. Oh, a little bit wide there. I'm really just trying to wring the neck out of this thing. I think we're just going to fall short. I'll put a shift in to try and catch without going all in on my battery to try and have something when I arrive. We might have a shot here at the end of the last lap, but it's looking a bit tricky. I've gone flat out, and if I could get a P6 I'd love it, but it's looking a bit unlikely, and they're not battling either, which is ultimately what's not helping. They're all just kind of keeping single file and behaving. Oh my God, overdoing it. That's a shame. Didn't actually gain anything on the last lap. They probably upped their pace a little bit, used up their battery reserves, and didn't quite catch. Hamilton is going to get the job done and come out ahead in this battle. Lando wins, and we are going to finish P9. Still though, not bad for just hopping on and adapting straight away on 110 AI.
Nice to recover back to the points. And yeah, back at it again next week. So let's have some fun.
Well, there we go. That is it, guys, for the race. Fun one. Went by in a flash. Good to see Portimao again. I do miss the track. It's a fun track, but it is what it is. We won't see it, I don't think, anytime soon, ever again. So, yeah, fun race. I enjoyed it. And guys, I'll say this. There's actually going to be more of these videos coming soon. We might see 25 cars in F1 23. We might see 24 cars in F1 25, etc. There's a few things in the pipeline. Anyway, Lando wins. We get P9. And in the end, we more or less finished on pace if you look at the fastest laps. So yeah, I'd say we did a good job to basically adapt in a 25% race. Guys, if you enjoyed it, leave a like on the video, subscribe for more daily F1 content. The mod will be linked down below. You've seen the issues it has, so bear that in mind. But yeah, if you have F1 24 on PC, download it, give it a shot, and enjoy F1 25. So yeah, just watching, guys. As always, a massive shout out to my channel members. Check out the 2 videos on screen. And I'll see you guys soon. Take care. And that's goodbye from me. Ciao, ciao.